Hello, my global Echelon family. The other day, I heard a story that really surprised me in some ways, but illuminating, very illuminating for the conversation of our lives now. And that was a story about how they have discovered that octopuses, will connect with another species, with fish, and the two of them will hunt together so that they have this symbiotic relationship, this transmission between them that allows them to understand you do this and I'll do that, and together we will be successful. And I thought to myself, wow, if only that could be transmitted to humans, to the two-leggeds. If we could understand that we could also do those kinds of things for the good of the whole, what a different world. But what it brings to me in my heart first is the conversation of interspecies communication. Because one of the things that I have noticed, maybe the only positive thing that came out of COVID, was that around the world, people began to attract to themselves to get animals, to comfort them as they were having to stay in their house, or they were alone, or whatever it was, because we are a group animal and we need company. And so people began to get pets of all kinds and to talk to them. Now, I know that all of you, even if you don't have a pet right now, have had the experience of feeling what people felt as they were beginning to need to have these animal friends to relate to. That they had a sense that there was communication, that there was this connection that was going on. We all know that our horses, who are very intuitive, our dogs, even cats. My cat knows her name and knows 2 or 3 other communications between us, sometimes just by the look of the eye, sometimes by the sound. And that this is a very comforting and healing kind of energy for all of us. And we want to amplify that so that I'm sure that you have seen pictures of cats raising chickens and horses and dogs kissing and wild animals and puppies being together. There are infinite capacities to recognize that nature doesn't always say, well, this is the predator and this is the victim. Nature says that there is something very profound, essential, and perhaps even spiritual that goes on between species. They find each other when it should not happen, but it does. And so what we're going to touch on today is that power within ourselves to connect with other species, because it amplifies our sense of belonging. People say, how can we help our world right now? Well, one of the ways that we can help our world is to reach out from that isolation of species differentiation and practice the art of interspecies communication, so that not only can we help the animal kingdom, and the animal kingdom above all can help us. There has been a great healing that has occurred. And I know that even as children, or especially as children, that all of you have also experienced that kind of connection with this world. So let's begin by slowing down our brains and opening our consciousness so that we can really find that place inside us that knows what I'm talking about, that's had these personal experiences yourselves. Close your eyes. Let's begin with our breath. Breathe in through your nose. Hold at the top. Exhale very slowly through your mouth. Once again, breathe in through your nose. And as you exhale, feel your brain slowing down into the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, from that fight or flight that is the outside core. And now in your consciousness, reach up into the cosmos and pull down to you a beautiful beam of pure white light down through the top of your head, down into your stomach, your solar plexus, and exhale it out across the planet. Feel yourself linking up with our planet, with all of the species as you do that. With our breath, we can make that connection. Lifting up into the cosmos, inhale, draw the white light down into your solar plexus. Exhale and laser that white light, high radiant frequency, out across our planet, illuminating the energy. And back into the sky. And relax your energy. And open your eyes. And as you take a breath now, just feel that you have expanded, that you're relaxing, that your mind can settle now into the energy that is necessary to reach across the abyss of separation, not only with the two-leggeds, but especially right now with other species, knowing that there is intelligence in all that lives. I always point out how the viruses with no brain are outsmarting us because they can access conscious relationship with different kinds of viruses across the planet and extend and exchange their genetic encoding so that each virus, instead of becoming vulnerable to whether it's antibiotics or something else that would take them down, they incorporate a new genetic structure that makes them capable of withstanding energies which would otherwise be destructive to them. And so for me, when I look around, whether it's a plant, and certainly we need our plants to do well, we need our bees to do well so that we have fruit and that kind of cooperation. And so first of all, let's access that place inside us that knows how to do this. You know how to do this. Every child does. It's just putting aside the separation. What a powerful message. Put aside your separation and look deeply into the energy of any other living being and find the point of connection. Remembering that we come from the blue-green algae, that we are part shark, part dog, part horse, part elephant. We're part of it all. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath into your body and ask your body, your all-knowing body. It holds all memories from before conception to show you a point in your body that holds that power of interspecies communication and the intelligence that can transmit and be sent back and forth through this capacity. You might see a place in your body or hear it or feel it. Just imagine anywhere in your body, bring your conscious awareness to that place and just kind of enter in there, prick it open and feel the vibration of it. Is it expansive? Is it radiant? Do you feel it as a fast frequency? Just kind of note that. And then ask that area what frequency of light it needs to amplify your focus, your conscious awareness, and your practice of interspecies intelligent communication. Whatever color comes to you, suck that color. Just imagine that you're magnetizing into that place in your body and filling that place that holds that capacity. It's a gift to all humans. Feel that color going in there and suddenly really amplifying it. And then freeing it so that it moves through, begins to flow through the trillions of cells of your body. You can do this. You can communicate. And it has purpose, a healing purpose for you, a gift to life. So let it flow through you and then radiate it out like a beacon. Feel that beacon going out maybe to the infinite number of other species. And communicating, yes, I'm available. I'm available. And take a deep breath and open your eyes. I think these kinds of exercises in consciousness are so wonderful and uplifting for all of us to remind us that we're so much more and we have so many more capacities than we think we do. And so let's focus on in nature, for you at this moment, what species would be a species that you want to access that relationship to. Again, the relationship is not only communicating, but seeing that by connecting, that it creates something that serves both of you, a symbiotic kind of thing. I think of the bees, because the bees are actually securing our future food supply. So I love them. But think of it, it could be any kind of an animal that comforts you, that shares your space in the world, that makes you feel safe, for example, or makes you feel powerful. I think riding a horse, for example, I remember as a child that the sense of riding a horse and feeling that the horse understood me and I understood the horse was a sense of not only belonging, but a real sense of being a powerful being who could choose. Because that's what power is really about. It's about the power of choice. So let's see who comes to you. You can just ask your body, show me another species with whom I can connect right now that will bring about this same thing, the octopuses and the fish, whereby when we work together, we can do something that serves us both. Close your eyes. Again, breathe deeply in, accessing that parasympathetic slowing down of your brain. And now ask your body to show you any species with whom at this moment you could connect, communicate to, that would actually be something that serves you both. That together, by having that connection, you are a point of healing, of going forward, of helping the world. Because whatever you do influences, ripples out from you, and comes back. See what you get. And bring whatever that species is into your mind's eye. And again, we will use light, because color, light, is the essence of all that manifests, whether it's a rock or a fish. See who you get, see the color. Right there is your communication. They must choose. What is the color that presents itself? Again, you might see the color, or feel that color, or hear it, whatever the color is. Imagine again that you're reaching up into the cosmos and pulling down to you exactly that tone, that frequency. This other species will receive it, and it'll make a beautiful point of connection. Laser it out to whatever species that is. And feel that it continues to flow through you and into that species. And see what happens. Feel that you are linking up with their intelligence. And that intelligence is to choose to relate to you, to see you as you see them in a way of oneness. Keep sending that color, knowing that through that color you're creating this avenue of connection that can continue. And the next time that you connect with that particular species, you may find that there is a sense of awareness there on both parts. These exercises in consciousness last. They create an opening. A little bit more light, a little bit more to that species. And open your eyes. Good. Good. And now, let us do that. Moving across that abyss of separation we have with two-leggeds, with our own species. Because so often, because we're so afraid, we're more afraid of other humans really than we are of animals. We're not having saber-toothed tigers come to get us now. And so we need to dissolve that so that we can work together. And it's not that two countries or two people could work together to vanquish others, to win a war or to get what we need, but that two people working together creates a template, a higher octave of how we can all live together on this planet. And so you may find that your higher self, your own intuitive inner voice, will show you a group of humans that for you are like another species, that you don't understand them or you don't like them, you're afraid of them. And that when you extend an energy, this again, light, which is cosmic communication to them, you break that down and you begin to be available to say, we can work together. Certainly what's happening in the environment on our planet is helping us to say, this is the time to work together, because what happens to you happens to me. And so there is that symbiotic awareness that if we work together to solve whatever needs to be solved, to cross the abyss that makes us feel as if these guys are a different species. They are not. They are our soul family. So let's see who you get, and let's bring about that interspecies sense of linking up, of intelligent communication. Close your eyes once again. This time, ask your higher self to show you a group of people. It could be even another person that you have held as separate from you, that you are willing now through the power of your consciousness to make the choice to link up for the symbiotic good of both of you. And as both of you do this, it will ripple out and create something that others can join in. So hold that person or that group in your mind's eye and ask them what frequency of light will open that thread of communication, that linking up, that brings you together. What color do they ask for? Reach up into the cosmos and pull down exactly that frequency of light, that color, and laser it out to them as they have asked for it. And feel that they receive it, that they take it in, and just continue to send that color until you see a response, a shift. Perhaps they smile, or they reach out to you, or suddenly they get bigger, or suddenly you feel as if, I know you. Continue to send that. And open your eyes. Because, of course, we do know everyone. From my perspective, we've been all religions, all races, and we have traveled with more than 8 billion souls on this planet in the infinite stream of cosmic evolution. I hope that you will bring this into your mind's eye, and as you look around in the next few days, at every moment you say, let me connect with you, let me connect with you, and see what happens when you open that level of your consciousness into that arena. And so I send you a little interspecies giggle, knowing that you and I, as agents of change, as Echelon, can, through the very small things that we do, create a big opening to what it's like and the way we live our lives. Great love.